And that was a fake story, by the way.
Wait, it was a fake story?
Girl, put it up for the camera.
Sure,
I don't
bitch.
need anyone walking out of here.
Sure, bitch. These people can smell.
Please.
Trust me, they know. They know. Taco seasoning panties. Welcome back to The Pit Stop, the only official recap show for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18. I am your host, Bianca Del Rio, and today we have a very talented guest. A gal who has come this close to winning many, many times. So put away your blush brush. Let's welcome Miss Kandy Muse.
Oh my God, I'm back.
You're back! Just like a bad rash. How are you, Kandy?
Oh my God, I'm doing so good.
I think the last time I saw you was Pit Stop.
2 years ago?
It's been a while.
A long time.
If it ain't for the socials, I wouldn't know what's going on. But while I have this opportunity with you in my presence, I'm gonna ask you, what has life been like since All Stars 8?
Well, besides being named the top 25 most powerful woman in reality television by Variety.
Wait a minute.
Considering I'm not a woman.
But that, or even interesting. But that's amazing. Wait, say that to the camera. Let them see it. Give them your title now. Go ahead, do it.
Excuse me, Bianca.
You got it.
Considering I was named the top 25 most powerful woman in reality television by Variety.
What's fascinating to me is your name and top in the same sentence.
Oh.
But here we are. All right, Kandy, before we get into this episode, I have to ask you. Now listen, everybody knows I don't believe in astrology, but if I did, I'd like to ask you, why are Scorpios so rotted?
See, that's what people that aren't Scorpios like to say. I think people that are Scorpio haters are just miserable people.
Oh, okay.
And as someone who's a double Scorpio Leo, I do say that Scorpios are the best people to exist on the planet.
Are you kidding me? Well, I'm Cancer. What am I?
Death.
Wait a minute. Yeah, well, I mean, I look like death, but the question I have to ask you, if Cancer's not good, okay,
right,
and you hate everybody else and Scorpio's the best, is there another second sign that's good?
No.
Oh.
And RuPaul's a Scorpio.
And listen, if she really liked you, you would have won, fellow Scorpio. Not once, but twice. I'm just with you, Kandy, but I have to tell you, you have perfected the meme queen genre. So who do you think from this season is most likely to become a meme queen?
You want my real honest opinion?
No, I want you to lie. Why do you think you're here? Okay, let's just do this. We are here for your opinion. This is a safe space.
Okay.
Say whatever the you want.
Okay.
'Cause I'm tired of looking like the bad guy.
I've seen some of your guests on here.
I mean, truly, I should have gotten paid double, someone said recently, because I was the host and the guest. But we name no names. But back to the question, who do you think is going to be the meme queen from this season?
No one. None of them.
Yeah, there's gotta be one.
Okay, I'm gonna say Athena, only because she's kind of annoying on TV. And
Wait. Kind of annoying?
A little.
Okay.
I love her. I do love her. But she kind of reminds me of Alexis Michelle, who, as you know, on All Stars 8, we didn't really get along that well.
Interesting.
And I feel like when someone's kind of annoying, that's like clip form waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also got to see that you were actually on Jimmy Fallon with Amy from Amyl and the Sniffers.
I was! And you know what's so funny? I gave her the good luck because now they're nominated for a Grammy.
You got the golden touch.
I mean, I did win my season, their first Emmy Award for Untucked.
You've won everything but the show. Okay, Kandy, let's go ahead and get into this episode. The queens are back in the workroom after reading Sierra's mirror message, and they all love Sierra. No, you don't! Aren't you happy when somebody gets eliminated?
Yes, I hate when people get to stay for an extra episode. And I know it's big coming from me. I got saved on season 13.
Sure.
Kandy, come back. But I love to see a bitch get her dreams crushed. At the end of the day, there's a competition and only one bitch can win.
You know what got me is when Athena's in that workroom and she's complaining to Vita about alliances. Let's be real, she would not have been in the top of the talent show had she not had the alliance. Do you agree?
Okay, I do agree. I don't think that her talent show was strong enough for her to even be in the top. No shade, Athena, no shade.
No.
And it's funny now that she's getting all upset, because see, what happens is when a bitch, you never do win when you play dirty. When a bitch wants to be conniving and doesn't go her way, now she's mad.
Well,
all of a sudden she's mad.
Well, how are you gonna get mad when that's exactly what you did? She's calling out Vita, and Vita was actually better than her because Vita said, I have this alliance, but Vita judged by the talent. In the end, she says, I cannot give her this high ranking because she's just okay. So I'm gonna give the better person the ranking, which is the way to do it. I respect her for doing that too. Too bad she goes home. Spoiler. They've already seen the episode. Who they gonna tell? All right, Candy, it's a new day in the workroom when, surprise, the Raider Queen talent show receipts are perfectly placed for everyone to see. Now, you notice Mikey came in with her blouse that said revenge because she's all mad about it, but now she's gonna find out how she was scored by the other queens. This is the kind of that I like.
Real messy, all the messy.
Nene sees that Athena and Kenya voted her 4th place, while Discord voted her 5th place. Was this strategy to try to get her out?
Yes and no, a little bit of yes.
Okay.
But also maybe the girls placed her in the bottom because they're like, girl, we've seen this
Yes.
before. And I'm sorry, if we're all coming to Drag Race and we all have to make our brand new talent shows, then you do too. Just because it was viral online does not mean. Oh my God, was that what you made that noise?
Yeah, I made that noise.
I thought it was a phone or an alarm. Kind of scared me. Okay.
No, it's just my battery wearing.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna fix it.
Where was I? Yeah, we've seen it before.
Yes. So yeah, you've seen it before, and you're like, bitch, you should have came with something new.
Yeah.
But I'm just shocked. Like, I would automatically assume that everybody's gonna be shady. Like, I wouldn't be offended if somebody didn't like me.
It's literally a competition, and this is why on All Stars I was so confused why like Jimbo was so upset that I said I will get rid of you if you were in the bottom. Because bitch,
Yeah.
you're good.
But wait a minute, but you didn't get rid of her. You had a chance to get. It's all coming back to me now.
Okay,
it's all coming back. Wait,
a
side note, but we're talking about. Go ahead, wait. We'll cut back to this episode, but this is juicier. What?
There is a story behind why I didn't send Jimbo home. Before the last
There's your
elimination.
camera. Wait, tell the people.
Look, before the last elimination, Jessica Wilde pulled me to the side and she said, look, you cannot send Jimbo home because America's gonna hate you. They already hated me, so I should have just done it.
Right.
But then I just didn't do it, thinking, oh, I could beat Jimbo in the lip sync. Whatever happened, Jimbo won. It's been a few years.
Okay, I'm glad to see it doesn't trigger you anymore. Now, Mikey sees the receipts, and most of the queens have voted her last. She is hot and bothered.
Now she's mad. You know my favorite part about this whole episode is when they cut back to Mikey's confessional. She's always looking so sad and disheveled, like the girl is going through it.
Now that you say it, yeah, she looks like she's got 5 kids, working 9 to 5, stressed and mad. Yeah.
She went on the marathon. She's so sweaty in her confessional. The hair's disheveled. She's like about to cry. She's like, the girls don't like me.
She did a marathon. All right, moving on. Ru surprises the queens in the workroom to announce this week's Maxi Challenge. Now, the challenge is a political parody. That's right. The queens will be working in duos to produce and star in political ads that poke fun at the dumpster fire we are all living in. You know all about excelling at this challenge. Soda pop, special K commercial. So what's the secret to nailing this one?
I think the secret is to know, first of all, when you're writing down your script and your sides and all that, you need to know what goes when, what scenes you're gonna shoot, because it goes very quick.
Yeah.
But also, when writing down your script, you have to be funny and not be afraid to look stupid. As long as you make RuPaul laugh, you're good.
That's it.
That is the goal right there, and just, it doesn't have to make sense.
No.
I was making a soda out of Special K.
But it was good.
It was great.
And you got the laughs. After picking their nuts from Bruno's nutsack, the queens have paired up, and immediately Mia and Darlene start arguing over who gets prop double D. Now here we go. Here we go. Anytime they have to make a decision amongst themselves, it's going to be conflict. I gotta say, Mia is calling out Darlene because Darlene got her way last time, but Darlene's kind of holding her own.
Now, let me ask you this though. Do you think Darlene should care about what Mia's saying? Because, okay, yes, I got what I wanted the last time.
Yeah.
That was the last time. This is the this time.
Yes.
And once again, this is a competition.
Agreed. And I think it's always tricky when they're fighting with each other about that kind of stuff because then it leads up to something not being good. You know, because they're like, this is me, it represents me, and we all know Mia does fine, but she doesn't win. Yeah. But in the end, it's kind of like, girl, just let that bitch have it. Because usually they're horrible at it anyway.
That is true. And what I love about it is that Vita is also, she's not having it.
No.
Vita's like, bitch, we're not giving it to you. The same way she did during the girl group challenge.
Yeah.
She was going back and forth with the girls. I live for a low-key, messy bitch.
Oh, yeah. Now, Kandy, did you love Mia calling out Darlene for being a bedroom queen?
Okay. The thing is, I've seen Mia perform in Miami.
Yeah.
So, you know, bar queens pride themselves on being bar queens. Bitch,
Yes.
I work here 7 nights a week.
Yes.
So when it comes to bedroom queen, they're like in the pyramid of drag.
Yeah.
Bedroom queens are like at the lower tier to some people. And that's, you know, that's you. Who am I to tell? You know, whatever.
No, but you do grow up in a different world. I mean, we had cross-dressers in my day, but we didn't have queens that were creating content online.
Well, because social media wasn't existing when you first started drag, so you can't be a content queen with no content.
You know, in my 27 years on this earth, I didn't expect to get such abuse from someone like you.
Oh, 27.
I identify as 27.
27, flip it around.
It's my real age. Did you catch that moment where Mia's crotch was all in Kenya's face and she was just,
Well, you know Kenya was in there just sniffing.
dirty drag balls.
Oh my God,
what?
okay.
What?
You know what? Drag is disgusting, and I know somebody, okay, can I tell you a story?
Please.
It's real nasty. On All Stars 8, when all the girls came back for the final episode, you know,
Yeah.
and sometimes, so.
Wait, what does that mean? Sometimes what? Hoes ain't washing?
No, but
Hoes
listen.
ain't bathing?
Okay.
Call it out, Kandy. This
There
is your
was
chance.
a girl in the workroom that had took off her tucking panties, and Naysha Lopez walked over, and she was like, "Oh my God, girl, do you smell that?"
No,
And it was
no,
nasty
no.
tucking panties.
No, that was like penetrating the room? Mm-hmm. Can you tell us who it was? It was me. It was you?
Oh my God, Bianca!
You nasty bitch! If I've taught you anything.
To be fair, no. First of all, it was not that bad.
Haven't I taught you to wash your clothes and to wipe front to back? Haven't I
Listen.
taught you that? Not back to front. That's.
And
You just told a story about a nasty bitch and it was you.
well, it wasn't that nasty. And you know what, quite frankly, Naysha should have been in my section anyways.
Okay, but your section. I think I put my teeth in backwards. But I can't. Oh my God, now I'm sniffing my fingers. That's gross. Okay. So your drawers were stinking up the room.
No.
So it was like drag potpourri.
It was just like, you know when you like, you're tired, so you're like, okay, it's time for a wash.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't.
Girl,
I
whatever.
wear it, I wash it.
Okay, to be fair, back in the days, I used to only keep one tucking panty because I didn't know. Now I keep I'm a tucking panty connoisseur. I have one back.
Do you sell them online?
I should.
It doesn't, I don't, like if I walk by anybody and smell taco seasoning,
Okay, first of all, no, and they were not that bad, I'm telling you.
they were bad enough for somebody else in the room to go, do you
No.
smell that?
Okay, but you're acting like Naysha was over there and I was over there. I was over here and
You're
Naysha
the
was
one
over
that
here.
brought it up, dirty bitch.
You know what? Cut.
Now, after that little squabble between Mia and Darlene, the queens get to writing. And Mia fought so hard and is absolutely giving nothing. There's Mia and Juicy both looking at each other going,
Blank.
okay, if we're in the bottom, we're gonna turn it. They're already thinking about the bottom, which is interesting. I think they said they were ADHD or ADD or whatever, or
A bitch
AARP.
is always
Yes.
making an excuse as to why she's not funny.
Right, but it's like, come on now, it should be pretty easy to figure this out. One of them has to be the natural one, and the other one has to say, no, padding is important.
It's written down for you. Literally,
Right.
one's padding, one's not.
Right.
And literally, Juicy does not pad and Mia pads down. So right there, your jokes are already written down for you.
Now I'm gonna run this by you. I don't know if you've been watching Pit Stop, but I have a problem with Mia's wigs because they're those little Etsy wigs that are too small for that big head. Do you agree with me on this?
I do.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I think sometimes drag queens think that they are smaller than they are. You know when you feel so fish in drag?
Yes.
And then you get next to an actual fish and you're like, oh, I'm a big old man.
Yes.
Drag queens don't have that sense of awareness. I mean, no, you're a man. You know, a big old football head.
I agree. Awareness is important. The only thing worse than a bitch with a small wig is a bitch with dirty tucking panties who is not aware. Now it's time for the queens to start filming their ads with some directorial help from the stunning and gorgeous Michelle Visage. And first up is my favorite, Athena. And my second favorite, Mikey Meeks. Now, I gotta hand it to Mikey. Mikey's coming in, correct, has great character, commitment, making the right choices. She's basically being
Adore Delano!
Adore Delano!
I thought that the entire time I was watching.
There you go. I see Athena's kind of thrown because she's all about the hot dogs, and at this point, I don't know what the hot dogs mean, but I'm praying for her. I'm praying for her.
I had this thing that when people try to be funny and they put on a country accent, I cringed so hard. And she wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
She did good.
Yeah.
I just, for me, I don't like it.
Okay, I got you. So Athena's character is anti-trade.
No. The reality is she's anti-voiceover. Michelle's telling you we're recording a voiceover, and you're like, oh, am I not gonna be in it?
Thank you, Candy. Next up, it's Juicy and Mia with the padding, titties, and lace front PSA. Now, Mia and those big old titties are doing the absolute most.
Right.
She is. And then we got Juicy is giving flat in all the ways. I mean,
I feel so bad because you're in front of Michelle Visage, who's
Yeah.
on the judges panel, so you're already nervous, and then you know when you're bombing. You know, bitch, I'm not funny.
well, the bitch is calling herself barefoot while wearing shoes.
See, but that could have been funny how you delivered it correctly.
How would you have delivered it?
I don't know because I wasn't in that position.
Let's put you in that position.
No.
Come on, give me a little bit.
No.
You're acting offended by this question.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, I'm Michelle.
Okay.
Action.
What were the words?
Bitch, you watched the same episode with me. You don't remember?
No.
Cut. Next, we have Discord and Nene with the Kai Kai debate. Now, Discord made Michelle laugh with her little creepy whisper. I gotta say, she has been the crypt keeper. She's been one of those that's just been in the background. She seems to be doing well. She's surprising me. I didn't expect her to be that funny.
Yeah, no. She definitely surprised me. She's funny. I don't take her as the funny type.
Yeah.
Although, to Discord, she is the most elegant.
Oh, honey, she's everything.
She's everything.
What walk? What
Honey.
walk? You know what she looks like? You know when you get food poisoning and you don't know if you're gonna or you're gonna vomit, but you gotta get to a toilet and you're holding it all in from both holes.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? So you walk like, if I fart, I'm gonna if I burp, I'm gonna throw up. Do you know that feeling?
I've never been in that predicament.
That explains the bloat. Bitch, you. You called me 72. Flip it around, flip it around. Next up is a cause near and dear to my heart, a proposition that would add clown to the LGBTQIA community with Kenya and Jane. So here is something I can get behind.
Right.
And I haven't said that since prison. But I have to say, this is important because clowns are in our community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, they are. And I hope that when you watch this segment, you felt
heard. I felt heard. Yeah, representation matters.
And I hope that you felt completed. And I know that sometimes the younger queens like to throw shade at the older, generation, and your generation really is clown drag. That is clownery at its finest.
Wait, why are you saying clown?
No, clown's it's not a bad thing.
No, but when you say it like clown.
Bianca, it's okay to be a clown.
I know.
I support you.
Thank you, sister. Get my finger back. It seems like these two like each other. Do you think that's key to winning a challenge.
Two things can be true at once. I think while having a great partner can help you because you uplift each other and you help each other. Also, if you have a partner, unfortunately, while we are working in a group, I'm just gonna do what I know to do best.
Yeah.
And that is just to do better than whatever the you're doing right now.
And finally, Candy, we have Darlene and Vita with this pro and con bedroom queen ad. Vita doesn't know what planet she's on. She actually looked at Michelle and said, what is B-roll?
Okay, what is a B-roll?
What is B-roll? So she's on the struggle bus.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what B-roll. Do you know what B-roll is?
Of course!
What is B-roll?
Camera, cut to the B-roll. Bianca, speak.
This is Candy Muse in her natural habitat. She's an extinct species that's only been on the planet for 22 years. She enjoys men, poppers, cash money, not paying taxes. Watch her in the wild. Notice she sips water, but doesn't use it for her panties. Ru is back on the main stage with Michelle Visage and extra special guest judges Jamal Sims and Leland for this week's Runway category, which is I Can See Right Through Her. First up, Jane Don't.
Jane Don't. I hate this. And I'm so sorry. I know she's doing an homage. Enough. It is 2026. We need to look forward to the future.
Well, what about me, who's 72? I don't have a future.
No, you're not gonna have a future, honey. That is very true. Either way, though, I hate the look.
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry.
I think it is different than everybody else's look. Not my favorite, but I do like that it's different.
Okay.
That's
I like
nice.
I like the bodysuit. I hate the dress, and I also hate the textured hair that she has on her head.
Oh, the yucky hair.
Yeah, it
yucky.
is a yaki.
That's a yucky. That's a yucky. Next, we have Miss Kenya Pleaser.
No.
Get out of here. No.
I would have accepted this if it was a design challenge. And a girl that can't sew made this in the workroom.
Limited time.
Sure.
You're
limited
being
time,
positive.
limited resources.
Yeah.
You brought this from home. Nothing's going in. So it's straight, it's a no for me. The concept is cute.
Well, wait, something went in and it looks like it's fighting to get out.
Well, yeah, her knees are buckling. I love you, Kenya, but it's a no for me. The concept is cute. I love the yellow and the pinks.
Next up, we have Juicy Love Dion.
Oh, okay.
Now, okay, we like this.
The color is beautiful. The concept, I will say though, it is kind of long on her. Like the bodice is so long.
Proportions yet again.
It was made for someone that's so much taller than her.
Yes.
However, I can look past because it is a very gorgeous look.
I love the receding rhinestone helmet with the little petals as hair. I mean, she's got the face that she can pull this off.
Yeah.
And I hate those stripper shoes.
Oh my God, I was just gonna say.
But she stoned them.
She stoned them, so yeah.
Yeah, she went juicy. Juicy's good. Next up, we've got Mia Starr. And finally, she's got some proportions. The glasses fit her face beautifully. This is what I'm talking about now, Mia. You need wigs as big as your glasses, bitch. I loved it.
Outfit is the same silhouette that she had in the challenge. The wig is the same wig that she in a different color.
I mean, the fact that somebody would go on Drag Race and do the same thing over and over and think they're gonna win.
Well.
Yeah, next we have Darlene Mitchell.
I find Darlene very endearing. I find myself,
Okay, when you start like that, that means you absolutely hate the outfit.
I don't hate the outfit. I think the outfit is very clever with the X-ray, see-through, okay, that's good. She's a campy girl. She likes to make drag fun.
Yes. I think it's a great idea. I think it's just not polished.
I hate that wig.
And the wig is okay, but what I really, really hate, and I don't know if you know this about me, is the lack of earrings. None of you are pretty enough.
Oh my God!
Not have an earring.
Yeah.
Put an earring on! Next we have Vita Von Teese. This is very Michael's craft store. I don't think this is her shining moment. It's okay.
I like the color.
Okay.
I see where she was going. The execution is not done well. The little piece on the leg, it's very off-putting. Because why? It's just there by itself.
Yeah.
Her makeup, though, looked beautiful.
Okay, she's got a gorgeous face, and she paints that face absolutely beautifully. When I see her face, I'm like, oh my God, it's like me looking in a mirror.
Yeah.
It's the same beauty.
And she's padded. Her body looks so good.
Yeah, I'm surprised you let what I just said slide through. Miss Athena Dion.
No.
She needs to edit because the coat looks like it's well made. I don't really know what it is. I know the lining is gold, but overall it's on top of on top of on top of
It's very Mother of the Bride. It ages her.
Yes.
And I love Athena. I do think, though, that sometimes the girls in Miami have a little bit hard time editing. No shade to my girls in Miami, you know, love you down,
To be fair, there are a lot of clueless people in Florida that can't even vote.
Well, no, they can vote.
Well, but they vote. Next, we have Mikey Meeks. What'd you think of the bra, panties, and the dry cleaner bag?
No.
Okay.
It is a Victoria's Secret bra and panty set. It's a no for me. I think it's a very lazy way of doing this challenge. And also, if you were growing roots, your ponytail would not be growing roots as well. I'm just gonna say that.
Next, we have Discord Adams. I can see the artistry in this. Yeah.
I don't even think she needed the skirt.
Yes.
I think if the front piece and the skirt were off, I think overall it would have looked amazing. I hate those stripper shoes. I don't like them.
I like the idea of it, but she got a little heavy-handed with it. And finally, we have Nene Coco, who is a little candy. Not candy like you, but like candy, like trick or treat.
Right. I'm just not a girl that's into...
You could have stopped that. I'm just not a girl.
Oh, no, according to Variety, I am.
Oh, yo, one
woman. Thank you.
Yeah.
But I'm just not into like, oh, I'm gonna be a lollipop. Like, okay.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't think I've ever woken up saying, lick me, lick me. I think it's a great concept. My only pet peeve is the bra looks a little cheap, and when she took off the candy head, that tiny little wig was there. Now, back on the main stage, it's time to see these political ads they've been working so hard on, starting with Prop C with Jane Don't and Kenya Pleaser. Jane is delivering. She's prepared, she's professional, she's funny, and it's not because she's just a clown, because you know I'm partial, but I think what she's doing is good. She's taking it seriously enough to make fun of it to win over the judges. And Kenya's not doing bad.
No.
Kenya is not doing bad at all.
And it works for both of them when they're both, when your partner's doing great.
Yes.
So they're bouncing off of each other. And Jane is smart.
Yes, and Jane's not afraid to be clownish, and Kenya's not afraid to be gorgeous, fierce, and beautiful, as she reminds us every episode.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Juicy and Mia.
Juicy surprised me. I was scared when she was doing the commercial with Michelle, but overall, I think the final edit,
Yeah, editing helped.
The editing helped her a lot.
Editing helped. Do you think it was right for Mia to fight with Darlene for this particular PSA?
I mean, she can fight for it, sure, but I don't think it helps her. In the end,
it was fine.
It was fine.
Yeah.
I think had she had another one, it would have been fine as well.
It's not
fine.
groundbreaking.
No.
Yes, I hear you, girl. Candy, that's why I'm glad you're here. Next, we have Darlene and Vita with Prop for Real.
Darlene was good. Vita, I feel so bad for her.
I know, I feel bad too. And so did the judges. Michelle was like, I want more from you, Vita. I want more.
I think she was just really in her head.
I think she's over her head at this point because she struggled with the talent competition last week as well. It sounds like a cliche when you say, I want better for you, but really I just assumed that she had it somewhere within her.
Like, the cool thing is that throughout the competition, Darlene's kind of just been there in the middle, playing it safe. And this is kind of like her breakthrough moment.
Yeah.
Which is great, especially at this point in the competition. We're a few weeks in. And I always say it's better to do well starting from the middle on. Because some girls start at the beginning and then they kind of fizzle out.
Well, it's weird how when we start the show, we all have front runners and we all like, oh, she's the one to watch. And then 3 episodes in, you're like, I can't stand that bitch. 5 episodes in, all of a sudden a bitch comes out of nowhere. So it is fascinating to watch it. And I think Darlene is the one now who should be given all the credit. She's doing good. She did well with her challenge. She tried to help Vita. We know what happens. Next up, it's Athena and Mikey with this foreign trade ad. Athena did a good job. See, Athena, I don't hate you. You did really, really well. And Mikey did really well with the Giordano impersonation.
Yeah.
I say kudos to the both of them. Both of them. Good job, Athena. Good job. I'm not a total
I thought it was so funny and sexy when the pit crew put the ice cream in Mikey's mouth. I was
Yes.
like, ooh.
I thought it was sexy too until I found out she was lactose intolerant.
Oh, that's not gonna be sexy later on.
She's gonna start walking like Discord. I gotta throw up. I gotta throw up. Also, I thought it was kind of funny with the foreskin, no in Spanish and no in English. I thought, okay, it's clever.
That was clever.
It's cute. It's cute. Do you think they should have won?
Yeah, they were great, and they were just stupid, and they really like pounded into the character.
Yeah.
And listen, like I said, when we did our commercials back on season 13, the commercials that were in the top were people that were just not afraid to be dumb.
Right.
And they created a character, they played it really well, and these girls did just that, and it paid off for them.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Adore is a winner. Last up, we have Discord and Nene with Kai Kai.
It reminded me of when Alaska was doing her commercial for Red for Phil. Which, you know, hey, listen, if it works, it works.
And I gotta say, for Discord, this makes up for her walk. You know what I mean? Because I thought they're just keeping this bitch to watch her walk the runway. And I would gladly watch every week just to see her go back and forth because it's funny as But this time she actually did prove herself. So kudos to you, Discord. Kudos, kudos, kudos. You did good even though it was a stolen premise and idea. You did good. All right, Candy, we're wrapping it up. Unlike the you suck. Back on the main stage, Ru has made some decisions, and Mikey Meeks is the winner of this week's challenge. Mikey last week crying, oh, I'm in the bottom, my sisters hate me. Then she got revenge. Ooh.
See, the best revenge is just to do better.
There you go, and I have a question for you. When are you gonna do better? Now here's where things get interesting because Ru announces that the bottom queens are Vita and everyone's favorite lip syncer, Juicy Love Dion. Oof. Now, Candy, do you agree? And are you excited to see Juicy lip sync?
I do agree with the bottom two, and Juicy is my niece, and she is a great performer.
Wait a minute, now you decide to tell me this?
Well, you know, I can't be biased.
I did not know this. Okay.
I know that Juicy is a great performer.
Yes.
So I'm excited to see her in the bottom two.
I agree, I'm excited to see her, but for the wrong reasons. That's me selfishly saying I want to see her perform.
Yeah.
But my thoughts going into it was like, this ain't gonna end well.
For one of the girls.
That's usually how it works. Juicy and Vita start lip syncing to Houdini by Dua Lipa, and almost immediately, Juicy is stripping. She took off that costume, honey. Now this is a bra and panties you should be proud of.
Yes.
Stoned in gorgeousness, and all eyes are on Juicy. There is something about those types of performers. You know, you've seen those performers because we all know you're not one of them. Juicy possesses that, which is so scary to everybody. They should all be in their pants if they're up against Juicy.
Well, and Vita knew.
Yeah.
Vita knew going into it. Juicy is a great performer, and I think every single girl on that lineup knows. If I'm in the bottom of Juicy, girl, I am
going home.
Yeah.
Ru has made her decision, and Juicy Love Dion is the winner this week, which means Vita is going home. Aww, what are your thoughts on Vita going home?
I'm sad. I thought she would make it further than she did. I really enjoyed Vita.
Well, Candy, thank you for joining us here at the Pit Stop and showing us what almost being a winner is all about. Now, before you go, I hear you just wrapped shooting a movie with Ashley Park and Leighton Meister called Basic. When can we see this new feature film?
That's Leighton Meester to you.
Oh, Meister, yes.
But, yes, oh my God, so I am in this new film. I love singing myself. Basic with Ashley Park and Leighton Meester, Mark Platt Productions. You know, they made Wicked and La La Land.
A legit movie.
Oh, it's a legit movie.
Why did I think it was a porn?
Well,
oh, that's your other film. That's your other film.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that comes out later this year, and I'm so excited. And, you know, I have other secret projects coming out that I can't talk about right now.
I gotcha. Well, I'm very proud of you, and thank you for joining me here today because you always make me laugh, and you bring the hate and the love. Not to mention the faint taco smell in the air. But let me ask you, before you go, because I know you got to get out of here, obviously not to wash your panties, but I'm curious, who are you rooting for this season?
Oh, I think right now, honestly, I'm still up. I'm a little biased.
Yeah, because your niece is
My
in the
girl
competition.
Juicy, and
Yeah.
I do love Athena, you know. But I'm at an even playing field. I'm rooting for everyone and anyone. I think this is the first season where I don't have a specific person for the win.
I appreciate your honesty. Thank you for being here today. Thank you, thank you. Well, thank you for joining us for another episode of The Pit Stop right here on RuPaul's Drag Race YouTube channel. Let me know in the comments if you think Scorpios are rotted, as I do, and I will see you next week for more chaos. Bye, bitch! Oh, dirty panties. I didn't think you were gonna be the one you were telling the story about.
No, well then we're not that dirty.
Girl, the bitch smelled it in your suitcase. She walked around going.
I know, I think I just threw it next to her.
Did you ever hear the story about who actually her pants?
Yes!
Yeah, at a meet
Well, there
and
was
greet.
another girl in Vegas Live that her tights.
No. Okay, I'm gonna have to go.
Hey there, it's Michelle Visage. Do you say yay for gay? Well then join me and subscribe to RuPaul's Drag Race YouTube channel.